Hi, I'm Kelsey McGill, and I am a Clinical Trials Pipeline Specialist for GuideStar Clinical Trials Management. I work with GuideStar's client hospitals to obtain new trials by generating pipeline leads and processing pre-award activities. One of the most important aspects of securing a clinical trial is conducting a successful site selection visit. Exceptional preparation for your site selection visit will make all the difference when the pharmaceutical or device company's clinical research associate decides whether to recommend your site for participation in a study. In this webinar, I will discuss the purpose of the site selection or pre-study visit, how to prepare for your site selection visit, what to expect during the visit, and which follow-up steps to take once it is complete. After reviewing your pre-study documents, if the sponsor or CRO determines that your patient population fits the inclusion criteria of their study, you'll be contacted to schedule a site selection visit. So now what? Before we discuss the logistics of preparation, let's take a look at the purpose of a site selection visit and why it is a crucial element to the pre-study process. The main purpose of the site selection visit is for the sponsor to determine your site's ability to conduct a clinical trial, specifically its trial. The sponsor's clinical research associate will make this determination by evaluating the investigator and staff's training, education, and experience. He or she will also confirm that the site is capable of conducting this trial by verifying the site's resources, staffing, and facilities. One of the most important aspects of your site selection visit is taking the necessary steps to set yourself apart from other sites, a process that begins before the CRA ever steps foot in your office. When you are contacted by the CRA to schedule the site selection visit, the first step is to suggest several potential meeting dates, keeping in mind all of the necessary departments that will need to be evaluated as part of the site tour. Establishing a site selection visit agenda is a great way to keep things on schedule and ensure that the appropriate amount of time is spent with each department. Once all parties have agreed to a specific time and date, you and your staff will need to review the protocol and feasibility questionnaire and consider recruitment strategies to present to your clinical research associate to solidify your selection for the trial. The last step you will take prior to your site selection visit is to prepare and have on hand all of the required materials that your CRA may request during the visit, including both site-specific and protocol-specific materials. Though your CRA may not specify beforehand that he or she will need these documents, your preparation will make you stand out among other sites. Some documents to include in your site selection visit packet include your site's SOP list, specifically for the consenting process, the applicable lab certificates, the lab's normal ranges, signed and dated CVs for all participating staff, GCP training certificates, and IATA certificates. For your own reference, you may also wish to include the study protocol as well as your previously completed feasibility questionnaire. Your greatest asset during the site selection visit is organization. Follow the agenda you established to meet with the CRA and tour the facility. During your meeting, be prepared to discuss the protocol, even if that means asking several questions. Some things to discuss include the investigator's concerns and possible deviations from standard of care, the enrollment process, and challenges that have come up in the past with other sites. You should also request the monitoring plan and overview of data management so you know what to expect throughout the study. Be sure to discuss the protocol and timeline for a better grasp on investigator meetings and protocol initiation. Finally, as the meeting concludes, don't be afraid to ask the CRA if he or she will recommend your site for the trial, as this provides an opportunity for honest and constructive feedback. If you answered the feasibility questions honestly, and if you were well prepared for the visit, chances are the response will be positive. After the site selection visit, be sure to submit answers if there were any outstanding questions during the visit. Sponsors become very busy during site selection, so if you do not receive a quick award notification, follow up in the coming weeks and request a written award statement. If you are notified that the trial is lost, always follow up with your monitor to request a reason, so you may make necessary changes for future site selection visits. If the trial is awarded, notify the investigator, site lead, and operations team so that budget and contract negotiations may begin. Thank you for taking time today to learn more about the site selection visit process and its crucial role in increasing your chances to be awarded a trial. Though site selection visits can seem daunting, with the proper preparation and organization, they can be conducted seamlessly and set your site apart in the selection process. By familiarizing yourself with protocol information, preparing your team for the visit, and making all necessary documents available to the CRA, you will be well on your way to a successful site selection visit and one step closer to securing the clinical trial. GuideStar works with hospitals, health systems, and physician practices around the country to build, manage, and support clinical research programs. From helping incorporate a clinical trial strategy to providing management guidance and support, our service delivery is based on operational and financial best practices to ensure optimal results for research programs.